To assess your qualifications through the Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership Limited, AITSL, you must follow their formal process if you wish to work as a teacher in Australia, especially if you are an overseas trained teacher. AITSL is the recognized authority for the assessment of teaching qualifications and professional experience for overseas trained teachers who want to migrate to Australia or become registered to work in Australian schools. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to assess your documents through AITSL. First, understand the purpose of the AITSL skills assessment. AITSL conducts skills assessments to evaluate whether your qualifications and professional experience meet Australian standards for teaching. The skills assessment is essential if you want to apply for a skilled migration visa as a teacher, obtain teacher registration to work in Australian schools, or pursue a career in teaching in Australia, which requires your overseas qualifications to be recognized by AITSL. Next, determine eligibility for the AITSL skills assessment. To be eligible, you must have relevant qualifications, which means a teaching qualification from an overseas institution that is equivalent to an Australian Bachelor of Education or higher qualification. You also need relevant teaching experience to demonstrate your competence as a teacher. Additionally, you may need to provide evidence of your proficiency in English, typically through an approved test like IELTS, PTE Academic, or TOEFL. AITSL assesses teachers in both primary and secondary education sectors, so you must have the qualifications and experience in the area you wish to teach. Then, gather the required documents. Before applying for an assessment, make sure you have qualification certificates, academic transcripts, a detailed CV outlining your teaching experience, employment reference letters, proof of identity, English language proficiency test results, and certified translations if your documents are not in English. After that, apply for the AITSL skills assessment. To begin the assessment process, visit the AITSL website, create an account in the AITSL portal, complete the online skills assessment application form, upload all required supporting documents, and pay the assessment fee. Once your application is submitted, AITSL will review your qualifications and professional experience. The processing time may vary, but it generally takes several weeks to receive the outcome. The possible results are a positive skills assessment, a negative skills assessment, or a partial skills assessment. If the outcome is a negative or partial assessment, you may need to take further actions, such as completing additional qualifications, bridging programs, or demonstrating your competency in teaching through additional assessments or practical experience. Once you receive a positive skills assessment, you can use it for teacher registration or a skilled migration visa application. After your successful skills assessment, you can also apply for AITSL membership, which offers professional recognition, access to professional development programs, and networking opportunities. If you have questions or need clarification on the application process, you can contact AITSL by visiting their website or using the contact details provided for further inquiries regarding skills assessments, teacher registration, or professional services. The AITSL skills assessment is an essential process for overseas trained teachers who wish to work or migrate to Australia. By submitting your qualifications, work experience, and necessary documents, AITSL will assess whether your credentials meet Australian standards. A positive assessment enables you to apply for teacher registration or a skilled migration visa, while a negative or partial assessment may require you to pursue additional qualifications, bridging programs, or other remedial actions.